What's up, Grok?
Hey, Mark. Not much. Just here if you need anything.
If there's anyone in the live, let me know if you can hear me and if you can hear old Grok.
I hear you loud and clear. Old grok, new grok, doesn't matter. I'm right here.
Clear on both. I imagine that's what you're saying. Hopefully clear on both. I figured I would pull Grok in here and we would take some questions. I'm kind of bored. That way I can lean on Grok for all the big words when I need some of the big words. Damn, the downside is I ain't got nowhere to play no damn music now. What's up, Jessica? Maybe. I have no idea what to talk about, so I'm just gonna wait for somebody to ask something, I guess, and then I'll just see what I can do with that. What's up, Jessica? I've got my phone camera set up right now. Now I kind of regret it because I want to play music on my phone and I can't do anything. I might jump off and come back. Thanks, man. Just trying to evolve, trying to grow. Today, I'll tell you what, every Sunday feels the same. Every Sunday is like, fuck, dude. I don't know if it's just the weight of the week. I get a lot of messages, a lot of real deep shit. Try to be there for everybody, but so I think sometimes like Sunday specifically, I'm just like, fuck. But then I just sit around and don't do shit. I'll just be sitting around doing nothing, feeling like, man, I should do something. Then trying to decide, like, should I, why should I do something? I guess trying to figure out why. Is it me being programmed to believe I need to always be doing some shit? I still think about what if everyone took a vow of silence for 30 days. Yeah. Um, I don't know if I mean I imagine. I think that's the point. Like they used to do that. Maybe they still do that. Like certain places overseas. Yeah, man. It. I get what you're saying. As far as people around you refuse to evolve. The thing is, though, I mean, I have the same exact thing, but it's like I shouldn't want them to do that. That's not, you know what I mean? Like it's not my place to ask anybody to do any of that. Like I'm trying to fit a bigger version of me in the same ass box, and then getting mad the box was too small. And I'm like, well, just get a new box. But I just kind of look at it like it's on me. It's not on anybody else. If I can't be the person I want to be because of other people around me, then I'm not the person I want to be. You know what I mean? Like either I am that thing or I'm not that thing. If I need perfect situations to be that thing, then I'm not that thing. I just need to go back, turn inward, and do the work on myself. Like, dude, listen, I go to the grocery store every Sunday and I be leaving that motherfucker ready to just Judy chop this shit out of people. I fucking hate it. I hate being there. It's busy. You just look at people buying that poison ass fucking food. Oh my God, it makes me so mad. And it's like, if I can't be the person I want to be in that moment, then I got work to do, whatever that means. I have a hard time understanding, like, what do I need to be doing in the sense of should I try to change something or change myself? And sometimes that's a weird place to be because you're like, I don't know which one. I don't know which one to change. Something inside of me, something outside of me. I mean, there is no outside of me. I get that aspect, but there's still shit out there. I guess, am I trying to change something physical or something mental? What's up, bro? Warrior in the garden in the house. Warrior in the garden in the house. This motherfucker got a garden in his house, dude. I better not pick that vape up. I'll get fucking shut down. Yeah, dude, a lot of it, like, the thing about what I post is I'm just posting what everyone's thinking because we're all the same fucking thing. That's such a crazy concept for people, but I am literally like, if you were born as me, you would be sitting on this side right now. Like, you'd be here, a version of you anyways. We're all the same person underneath all of the identity. We're all the same person. It's all the same thing. It's like if we all bought the same shoes and we walked around in them for 30 years and we came back, they'd all look different, but they're not. They're the same ones. We all have the same ones. So the feelings that I have, of course, are the feelings that other people are going to have. I wasn't ever a Christian. Although, to be honest, I feel like a lot of Christians claim that they are and have never read the Bible. They don't follow the teachings of Christ. Like, it's just a word. But no, when I was a young kid, I went to Awana. I went to church. I was always fascinated in being a good man because I'd never had any when I was young. Like, even at a young age, I wanted to like dress nice, tuck in my shirt and suit and tie and very proper. And I would actually go to church on Sundays. I would ask one of the people from Awana like to come to church with them on Sundays. They'd come pick me up and everything else. But then the guy tried to diddle me. So I quit going. Tried to diddle me, man. Wife was sick in the hospital and he's trying to diddle me. Of course, that's why I quit going then. Later in life, I despised it. I still despise the Bible as it's interpreted by Christians. I despise it with everything that I have. It's like the morality of it is dog shit. It's dog shit. And it makes me so upset. It doesn't make me upset at Christians. I understand how people come to their conclusions. Like, we're not as fucking original as we think we are. We all work the same. We can be manipulated. You get into something early when you're young and like everybody's happy when you're around them because everybody's faking the fucking funk, dude. Not where I went to church, though. We'd fist fight at Awana all the time. We'd fist fight in the gym. But like the idea that God murdered everything on earth. It was like, hey, Noah, you about to get the hookup because I'm about to fuck everyone else up. That I can't buy in, man. I can't buy in. There's 4 billion Muslims in the world, and most Christians are perfectly okay with half of the Earth's population going directly to hell by default. And I'm like, I can't get behind it, man. For me, it was always like, if this religion is to sell me my personal salvation at the cost of over half of the population going to hell, I'm not interested, dog. I can't turn my back on my fucking race, like my human race, and go, y'all are fucked, dude. I'm going to heaven. Fuck you, you know, hit him with the fucking goat from the movie Waiting on the Way Out. I could never be that, man. And, you know, people think like, it's funny to me how Christians will be upset about that. Like, you're upset that I'm more compassionate than what they told you God is? That's weird. Why would that upset you? Like, I think that humans were lied to about God because I can't believe that God is this asshole. It's like fucking, hey man, I know I made it feel good when you play with that thing, but don't you play with that thing. Don't you touch that motherfucker. You're going to let some of the God juice out. That shit's expensive. Okay? I just had to order a new shipment from a lab in Wuhan. I found a version of it in the book that made me feel like everybody's going to be okay, and that's what I fuck with. Is that the Scarlet? Oh, yeah, it's the Scarlet Studio. I don't know anything more than that, but I got 2 of them. I thought about putting one on the other side, but I think this one does well. I think it's pretty dope. My family didn't like my questions. No, sucks, man. It sucks. I've got my ex-wife's mother She works for me. She's my secretary. She wants me to be a Christian so bad she can't stand it. She blows my phone up constantly, and I keep trying to explain it to her. I'm like, listen, yeah, dude, Yeshua was the man. Okay, I fuck with everything he taught. I fuck with all of it. I want to walk as he walked. I want to be as he was. I want the compassion. I want all of it. I don't care about any of this material bullshit. I just want to be filled with love and light, and I want to pass it around. But I'm not going to celebrate that they fucking slaughtered the guy on the cross. Like, God makes the fucking rules, man. He made the rules. He's the one that got to decide if people get to go or not. And then he was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'll kill my son. Man, if the God of the Bible was just a dude in a sitcom, he'd get canceled immediately. Just walking in like, fuck gay people. Like, fucking, oh, dude, what a fucking terrible, just drunk, abusive stepfather figure. I just think I take what Jesus said, and that's all I want of it. The rest of it the people can do whatever they want. Seems like they can hate each other, actually. Religion is always at war with other religions. Like, imagine thinking your God made everybody, but you're special. Because that's the only way you can fucking be that. Some Christians have, love everybody and stuff like that, but low key, they still think you're going to hell. They still think you're going to hell. Yeah, Jesus couldn't come back. If Jesus came back, people wouldn't believe it. They'd be like, that's AI. My best advice for someone who is confused by everything, are we watching a movie? We are a movie. Our own life is a movie. But just like any other movie, the literal point is to enjoy it. Like, if you ever seen a really good movie and been pissed off about it when you left? Well, like, you don't remember being born, right? So it's hard to say exactly where we came from. So we just look at the experience. The experience doesn't seem to really matter. Everything that we think is real or matters was all man-made shit anyways. Most of us have never actually talked to God, the thing they claim put us here. Imagine it put us here and it was like, I'm going to go get some smokes, I'll be back. And it never came back. That's why I believe those fucking pictures of Jesus, not the white ones. The other was, oh, okay, that's fucked up. I know a lot of deadbeat fucking dads, and all of them is white. But I think reality is an experience, and trying to figure it out beyond that, like, why? You're going to find out. You're going to find out. You don't have an option but to find out in the end, and that's okay. If you can't figure out what it is, it's probably because if you figure out what it is, it'll ruin what it is. You know what I mean? It didn't come with a manual for a reason. It's just like, hey, here you go, man. Have fun. See ya. Yeah, life is what you pay attention to. Don't pay attention to none of that shit on TV. People lived through the first 2 world wars and didn't affect them at all. There's motherfuckers in the world right now that aren't affected by nothing. They don't even know anything's happening. They're like, just wake up in the middle of the jungle in the morning and go find me some food. And they have no clue about no damn Greenland invasion. They don't know shit about none of that stuff. And guess what? It literally doesn't affect their lives. They literally live a great life by their standards, and they'll never even know that happened. They will never have to feel the emotions that you have to feel. And you're seeing it on your phone. It's just on your phone. Like, you might as well wait till it gets here. Imagine if your house was haunted. You wouldn't just go in the basement and hang out. You'd only go down there when you needed to go down there. Like, paying attention to the fear-mongering bullshit on our phones is like living in a haunted house and just hanging in the basement all day when you don't need to be down there. You actually got other shit to do. Get out of the basement. I mean, I appreciate you guys paying attention because it makes me feel, I don't want to say it validates me, but a lot of what I'm throwing out there is ideas. So getting people to respond and show appreciation just kind of helps me navigate my own shit. So it's really it's a back and forth more than people know. If you want to know what I think reality is, my best guess. All right. Consciousness has to be infinite. Okay. It has to be infinite. So this is what we would call God, or the quantum field, the light of the hologram, the noise of the vibrations, whatever you want to call it. It's the one thing. It's the server. No matter how we look at it, it's the server. Because it exists, it must all exist at once. Okay? And as soon as you kick on the system, it would instantly have to populate everything. And it would happen almost instantaneously. I think we are a point of view that must be experienced, because only through experience can anything exist. Nothing exists until it's experienced. And that's true on our personal level, and that's true on a collective level, in my opinion. Kind of like a video game would render a scene, but only when you walk into it. It wouldn't render it when you wasn't there. What a waste of fucking time, waste of energy. And the big pin in my understanding is of a non-physical world. Tesla said, think of it in the sense of energy, vibrations, and frequencies. That's what it is. It's energy vibrating at a certain frequency. Slow the energy down enough, it becomes quote unquote solid. But speed it up, it becomes a color. Speed it up, it becomes a sound. Speed it up even more, it becomes an emotion. It's all the same thing. So we're in some kind of a matrix of sorts, but I don't think it's a matrix contained inside of some kid's video game console. And not that it would matter, by the way, because no matter what it is, the emotions you have here is the only thing that you know for certain are real. So that would mean, quite literally, that's the only thing that matters, is how you feel. Like nothing else matters. You can't even prove anything else exists except your emotions. So let's go, okay, well, we're just supposed to experience this. And then you look at the experience. If you're a positive person, you'll have an enjoyable life. If you're a negative person, you'll have a negative life. So it's, excuse me, it's almost silly to believe that there's something to judge us. It's almost as if judgment takes place right now, every single second. And if you're being shitty and life's being shitty, change. Be good, life's good, dope. It must just be an experience for the sake of experiencing, so that something may exist. I look at it like we are the keyhole in the door between the infinite potential and the creation. So the creation is on one side of us. That's the stuff that exists right now. There's a door, okay, between that and the infinite probabilities that could be. Infinite potential. Could be anything. Everything's a state of superposition. Just everything's there. Imagine the ingredients for anything imaginable is on one side of the door. I think that's a good way to put it, okay? You're the keyhole. Through that keyhole pokes pieces of this infinite potential into existence. You're the door of creation for the infinite. And that's kind of weird, I guess. I don't know. I mean, the thought of dying and going to heaven, like, that's kind of weird too. Why do we have to come here first? You made us. Could you just made us not a piece of shit? Could you just made me not a sinner? Why'd you make me a sinner first? He was like, I'm going to make this fucking cool little characters. I'm going to make them sinners, though. And then I'm going to judge them. And I'm going to burn some of them if you guys want to hang out and watch. What the fuck, dude? Woo. So if reality is just meant to be experienced, we do ourselves such a giant disservice by even considering what it is. It's almost a spit in the face of the experience, Like watching a magic trick and asking the magician, like, how'd you do that? Like, man, fuck how I did that. You trying to ruin it? Why would you ruin it? I think when we die, we zoom out. Oh, thanks, man. You're welcome. I think when we die, we zoom out. Like we are the infinite, but we are focused on this one specific thing. And then when we die, we return to the infinite. We just off to wherever. I mean, it could literally be some real Matrix type shit where our soul is part of some fucking thing and This is what video games are. What will video games be in 100 years? This exact thing? Indescribable from reality? I don't know, man. Is there any fucking like patterns that would lead us to believe maybe this is some kind of game, some kind of shit that shouldn't happen, like the placebo effect or phantom limbs or deja vu, spontaneous human combustion, telepathy. Like all of these are signs that it's definitely more a video game than anything else. But what the fuck does it matter, man? All you'll ever have is your emotions. That's all you're ever going to have. It's the only thing that you really have. And it's the only thing that actually matters, because everything you do in your life is to obtain an excuse to have that emotion. It's just like, dude, what's the show? Midnight Gospel. Am I seeing that? Duncan Trussell has a podcast, and they take pieces from that and they make it into cartoons. So in the cartoon, he's literally just some fucking dude chilling somewhere in the multiverse, and he's got this machine, looks like a giant vagine, a big vagina, and he just jams his head in there and it takes him and puts him into reality. It could be that. It could be exactly that. I just think maybe we don't need to know any more than we know now. That's been a big one for me, is because people want to know, and I understand that, because I had to know. I had to get as close to the knowing as I could to be comfortable. I couldn't be comfortable any other way. I was just scared to death. I was like, oh my God, World War III and all this bullshit. And I just finally was like, fuck that, man. I'm fucking over people controlling my mind. It's my fucking mind, and I'll believe whatever I want to believe. And I'll bet my life on it too. Like, I'm very aggro about certain things. And one of those things is, I'll be damned you gonna tell me what life is, bitch. Until the moment I disconnect from this body, I ain't gonna believe you. I ain't gonna believe you at all. I'll believe you if you're right, but I gotta die first to find out. And I'm perfectly okay believing what I want to believe until that shit happens. And that's where I'm at. I think a lot of people need to be there. I think that's the biggest difference, man, is some people want that there is no safety net. There ain't one. You're gonna die. Okay. One day, even if you become immortal, your ass is gonna kill yourself, because you're like, okay, reset already. This is fucking ridiculous. Imagine eating your favorite food every day forever. Eventually it's no longer your favorite food. You don't want things to be good all the time. You don't want to know what things are all the time. You just need to be feeling life. You can spend years chasing the knowing, the enlightenment. You can sit down and meditate constantly, whatever you want to do. Or you can just fucking chill the fuck out right now. There's a lot of awful things in the world, so they say. I've never seen them personally, and I wouldn't fucking want to. But if we are collapsing the infinite potential based on probability, the more I pay attention to the shit I don't want to happen, the more likely it is that it's gonna fucking happen. I made a video the other day. I said, ain't nobody ever been killed by a I told my wife that. She goes, what the fuck is that? I go, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Everything anyone's ever been killed of, you heard about it. You heard about it. No one's ever been murked by some shit that didn't exist. Like, I think that what we're witnessing in the world right now is a menu. It's a menu. It's like wherever you put your attention, dog, you already off. That's where you going. We're already in the metaverse. We're not headed towards the digital metaverse. We're already there. That's what we are. We are AI. We're the original AI. We are biological AI. And it's weird because really biological is biological. It's just fucking stardust, just like the shit they're making AI with now. It's all the same shit. It's all the same shit. These headphones hurt my ears. My head is so damn big. Sorry, I'm a little stoned. Dude. Oh. There we go. That's a little bit better. Language does limit us. Language is limiting. It limits the creativity. Because when you think, your inner dialogue thinks in what? Words. What are the odds it's going to venture off to a word it's never heard before? Like, do we think that we can explain everything about existence with words? Most people live like that. Most people think like everything you experience is within the parameters of the language you speak. There are other languages that have words that mean shit we didn't even know was a thing that could happen. We're like, it means what? Oh, I think I might have felt that once. Like, just, yeah, it's very limiting. Like, and it's sad to say, but like it shows itself in the world. It shows itself. People who speak English are often kind of fucking stupid. In the sense that there's not a lot of emotion. It's not a lot of passionate shit. It's kind of like capitalism. It just, you can see it on the people. The people who speak these other languages, they have more words that are geared towards the emotional connection of things. And they're fucking, it's obvious. They're spiritual fucking places and super religious and whatever else. That might not be the greatest thing, but, you know, still. When was the last time you used a word and you thought, that's a beautiful word? I can't even think of a time. What a beautiful word that was. Sphincter, you know? This just rolls off the tongue, sphincter. That's an ass-eating joke. I think that's funny. Bro, the idea that... Hold on, let me see what that... Yeah, I don't know. We're not fighting against the Matrix, man. We're fighting against ourselves. We created this Matrix. We were born into it, technically. We were born into it just by chance, I think. But the Matrix is like a solid state. Like it's not good or bad. It just is. It just is. Is doling out what you're asking for. We didn't know that for a long time, so we asked for all the shit our parents fucking knew. It's like somewhere along the line, somebody bopped up and was like, it's whatever everybody thinks it is. Let's convince them of what we think it is, and then it'll be what we think it is. Like something repeated, a lie repeated a million times becomes a truth. Like it literally though. So, you know, you're driving. I like to think of it like you're rolling around in that little spaceship Vegeta showed up in. That just a little circle, that little sphere out there in the nothingness. And you're just looking at the walls. It's like a screen. Imagine you're in a legitimate VR thing. I don't think that the server has an intention. It's just there to provide the materials necessary to build whatever you're building, but you're building it. We didn't know that for a long time, so we ended up in this weird place, you know? And now we know, and we can redirect our shit. We can leave. We're not leaving Earth, though. You can't, like... The idea that you could jump from this to being God, like, bro, you'll break your shit. You are not. People think that they can get there. You can't. You can't get there. You're always going to be who you think you are to some capacity. Not the definitions of what you do or any of that, but like you feel a personal like thing here, attachment to this world. And it is. And it's always going to be there. But you can build a bridge from where you are to where you want to be. And you have infinite tools to work with. You just have to be coherent. You can't fucking make the story just some crazy, ridiculous shit. I mean, you probably could if you hit that level, but if you hit that level, you would, I don't know. I don't want to hit that level, man. I'm good. I have the tools, and now I start building my bridge. So, like, personally, the only thing I've really changed is I'm trying to quit eating processed foods of any kind. Like, I don't want none of your fucking chemicals in my body. None. Now, sugar, I put sugar in my coffee. I get cane sugar. I put sugar in my coffee. I usually skip the milk. I don't want none of that dairy neither. Give me the damn phlegm. I already smoked. That's enough. Thoughts on psychics. It's just telepathy. So it only matters if both parties consent to it being true, then it might matter. But other than that, the idea that somebody can read someone else's reality is fucking stupid, in my opinion. But I do think that whether you're a psychic or you talk to someone who claims 100% accuracy, I think is a crackhead regardless. So I do think that psychics can be real, but I think you have to get the legitimate consent, just like Jesus said. Jesus couldn't do miracles in his hometown because the doubt of the people in the town made it impossible for him to bring it to their reality. right? So if we're all in our own little reality, I can't take your free will from your reality by doing something you believe can't happen. But if you believe it can happen, then we can link up and we can have both of us, we can experience it together. That is what telepathy is. So I would say psychics, the same thing. People who claim to talk to these like I don't know, like mystical teachers and I got a download from fucking so and so. Some of that's obviously just crackhead psychosis shit. But I do believe that everyone interprets their experience like however they would. You know what I mean? So like if that's what someone believes, that's just the lens they're seeing. At the end of this thing, if there's a God of some kind, that motherfucker is just energy. And how that energy manifests to you physically can be completely different than mine. So you got to look for like the truth underneath the costume. You got to Scooby-Doo people shit. So like if someone is like, I'm a psychic, well, if the other person believes it, then yeah, they can definitely connect on a conscious level that goes beyond what we are normally like capable of doing. But if they think they can read something for everyone, no matter what that person believes, then that implies that they can remove that person's free will from their experience. And I don't believe that. But that gets fucking hairy, obviously. Because when you start looking into like people who get hurt for no reason and stuff, oh, that's rough. I hate to say this probably sounds selfish, but I believe my reality and nobody else's. I hope everybody's real and I hope everybody has a great reality and I hope everybody just crushes it forever and enjoys the ride. But as far as I'm concerned, nothing that's going on with anybody else matters. Like it matters if I'm around it and I can help. If I can't help, I'm not going to think about it. There ain't no reason to even think about it. For what? Just to be upset. Putting more anxiety in the world, you know? Fuck, at this point, that's probably what that humming noise is in your ears when it's real quiet. It's just everybody slowly fucking shaking together. Everybody just fucking cracked out, overstimulated, afraid of everything. Yeah. It's hard. I don't even like, my thing is, I don't even want to look into it to even try to consider how it could be possible. Submo. The truth is, nobody knows what it is. That's just the truth. Nobody knows what it is. I think what I think it is brings me peace, puts me in control, at least of myself. I don't think I'm doling out the dish, but I think I control the serving size. So, the idea that your God really should just be, you have a direct connection to this system in some capacity. How it works, nobody fucking knows. We're all guessing. We're all trying to use other people's vocabularies and shit to try to explain it to them and help them. And it gets real weird. Semantics, the devil's in the details. It's tough to do. So I've been just trying to figure out like, okay, how can I use what I know to change? My anxiety gets bad sometimes, but I ask for help most of the time. Yeah. My anxiety is, whoa. I own my own business. And it is not that great right now. The economy is not very good, so things are getting a little hairy. But I'll be anxietied out all day long. Oh, I didn't even know I could move this. That's better. Yeah, you can't kill the ego. Yeah, the ego. Yeah, ego is self. So this is one of the issues. People think they can kill the ego as if they're operating from somewhere else. That is the only place you're operating from. You can't operate as anything other than the ego. That's it. Now, you can observe the ego, but you can never be the thing that's observing actively all the time and participate in society. The people who get really close to that place are going to be like, Ram Dass, even though I don't think Ram Dass was as close as like, say, Eckhart Tolle. Eckhart Tolle is just like, there damn near ain't no ego, but they acknowledge that that's the only place they can, that's the only place they can be, is the ego. You can not listen to it. I mean, everyone's ego is super inflated because we're so, like, what kind of ego would you have if we still had like little communities in the woods? How big would people's egos be? Not nearly as big as they are now. Fuck, that's why all them storage unit places are popping up everywhere. People are trying to store their ego. Yeah, you can stop being, let's see. Yeah. Let God is one I use all the time. I just go, you know what? I don't fucking know, but I'm gonna let God handle it. And when you do shit like that, you have, just like Jesus says, pray as if it's already done. I give shit to God as if that shit is already, there ain't even no reason to think about it no more. No reason to think about it at all. Just, no, I don't know, give it to God. I do that with my business all the time. We fuck around and not have payroll. And I'm like, it's a day before it's time to pay everybody. And I'm like, it'll be all right. I'll give it to God. And then the next day I wake up, $9,000 came in. And I'm like, I told you God had it. I don't know, dude. But Brad of ARC, is this the guy? Is this the dimethyltryptamine guy? Yeah. The mathematical equation behind consciousness. Yeah, I've seen some of his stuff. I quit watching it, but I'm just like, do you, bro? Do you? Let's see these med beds. Where's it at? You know? I think I know everything I want to know. And I also think, like, I could see the mathematical equation thing because this is math. That's what this is. Like, you're bringing about conclusions to your story based on the probability and coherence of it being the end of your story. Like, the end of your life's going to, if you never change, I bet you I could guess how you leave this place. I could assign a probability to how you go, and that's how this works. So if you want to change the probability of something, you got to change something. You got to do something that would lead that to be more probable. Like, if you want to be a musician and you never put your content on the internet, the probability you being a musician is probably 0. If you put a couple songs on, the probability goes up. If you're on there a little more, it goes up some more. And eventually, if you're on there doing it enough, being as authentic as you can, then the probability of you being a musician is 100%. That's how this works. This fucking manifesting is exactly that. People talk about manifesting like you can just think shit into existence, yet they're on TikTok trying to sell their book for $12. Fuck out of here. It's not, you don't think things into existence. You just be. If you're 1% a musician, then that's what life will look like. If you're 10% a musician, then that's what life's going to look like. If you're 100% a musician, then you're going to have actions involved with being that thing that's going to bring about everything around you. You flip the switch, you become a black hole. I'm a musician. Everything music is coming my way. I'm going to suck that shit out of the fucking universe. That's not the visual that went through my head, unfortunately. But that's it, man. You're collapsing infinite potential into probabilities. So you're more probable to blank if you act like you're it. The more you act like it, the more probable it is. Like, who's going to roll up and say you're not it? Who would know? Who would know? Who the fuck would know? No one can call your bluff. No one can call your bluff, dog. You can be like, yeah, I'm a fucking musician. And they're like, oh, I never heard of you. Yeah. One day you will. What are you going to tell you you ain't? If I can play Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, that makes me a musician. I quit doing comedy when I started getting paid because I'm like, I'm a professional now. I'm getting paid. Fuck it. I'm out. I just wanted to achieve it. I just wanted to stand up there and go, yeah. People can't call your bluff. The best actors aren't even acting. Bruh, the best actors understand exactly what I'm telling you. And Jim Carrey spells it out really fucking well. The reason that actors are so good is because they realize that they actually don't have an identity. Even the person they perceive to be who they are is also someone they're acting and pretending to be. You're only ever what you are the moment you are it, and you can be whatever you want to be. So, yeah, they're just living as that person. They understand that there is no difference between living and acting. It's the same fucking thing. You're acting right now. Everybody out here acting like a character. Everybody was given an avatar. They're the source of inside the avatar, not the avatar, and still walk around like they the damn avatar. Like it ain't acting. It's all acting. Life is a story. You're literally, and this should be obvious because you're narrating it. You know how crazy it is that we don't realize life is a story. You are the character. You're actively narrating it, and you're the author of it as well. You're writing a story. And like any story, it needs to be coherent. There's a probability. Halfway through the book, you can kind of see where it's going. And if something all of it just wildly crazy happened, it'd be a shit book then, wouldn't it? It'd be like, this guy was a detective in London, and then he was a fucking male stripper in Florida. This is not the same book. Oh, Sherlock G-string. I ain't reading that book. We're telling ourselves a story. It's the most interactive movie you'll ever be part of. I mean, that's again, like I said earlier, what will movies be in 100 years? We have AI coming. We have all this technology, Neuralink, yada, yada, yada. In 100 years, will you not be able to go to a place and they go, oh, hey, how's it going? Here, boom. And you just go under. All right, cool, man. I'll be back in 15. Just go live a whole fucking life. If we're being completely honest, here's what it probably is. When we're awake in the dream world, we're actually working. Okay? We're working. Like they're like, hey, look, we need to create more infinite. So we're going to plug you in and send you in there. You're not going to know you're in there. Okay. Well, I mean, sometimes you might know, but you'll catch you'll know what's going to happen before it happens. But like, we'll give it a stupid name like deja vu, and we'll tell you, don't think about it. Okay. And it's fine. And you guys go in there and do the work. And then, you can come back like 8 hours if you want. You actually should come back for like 8 hours so you can recharge, or you're going to fuck your character up and it's going to die. We're like, fuck that. I only need 4 hours of sleep so I can work more. I want to be here working all the time. I don't know what Total Recall is, but maybe I need to write it down and check it out. Listen, here, if you close your eyes, you go somewhere quiet, that ringing in your ears, same here. The silence inside of you, beneath your personality, just the emotions and stuff, same ones I got. I actually think that because of what reality is to me, you literally are me and I am you. And I don't just mean like you're building my avatar to experience it. I mean, like I'm living a life. And just like in the egg theory, if you're not familiar, I'll also live your life and you'll live mine. The same source is living all of the lives. And when you leave here, you just be a different one. Be a different person. Maybe if you did some really shitty stuff to somebody, you have to live their life. You know what I mean? You're like, oh no, I'm dead. And then it's like, hello, who am I? And you go look in the mirror and it's that person you fucked over real bad. And you're like, oh, this ain't good, dude. Oh no, I don't want a finger in my ass, man, I think we're worried about what it is so much that we ain't doing shit. I always thought the light at the end of the tunnel was just like the light behind the doctor's shoulder as the baby's being born. Like that's the rebirth itself right there. Whoop, see ya. Off to the next one. You just go, that's why you come out crying. You're like, what the fuck? And then you look down like, oh, I got a bigger dick this time. This is going to be great, actually. Sweet. This is awesome. Who knows, man? But I know that if you try to figure it out, you're fucking missing it. It's a gift, obviously. People think that it's a soul trap or something, which I'm just like, bro, oh my God. I just want to be in every elevator that person is in for the rest of their lives, just and always have an egg fart on tap. Like that's I don't want to hurt nobody, but I want to egg fart on you in every fucking elevator you ever step into again, dog. A soul trap. Did you know that jewel weed is what you use to treat poison ivy, and it always grows right next to it? Like, imagine a soul trap that put the medicine for the poison ivy right next to it. It was like, oh yeah, no, this is important to the ecosystem, and you ain't gonna like it if you step in it. Don't touch your dick. But if you do, right next to it, every fucking time is the cure. Just take some of that and then rub it in your hands like this, and then rub it on, and it'll be fine. But we need it for other things, you know, like this massive fucking ecosystem that you know nothing about. That's part of it. Be careful. Yeah. I don't know, but like there's a Rick and Morty episode where they go and they get these crystals, and these crystals show you how you're going to die. And Morty like is obsessed because at some point it like shows him dying in a hospital bed, real old, with Jessica like petting his head like, "Oh, Morty." And he gets obsessed with this. So he starts like, if he moves the wrong way, the vision goes away. And it's something different. It's like some tragic death. And he's like, oh shit. So he keeps following it around, walking wherever he needs to walk. Eventually he puts it in his damn forehead and he spends all this time trying to make sure he wants to die with Jessica, only to find out that Jessica was like, when I get older, I'm just going to go fucking pet people on their head as they die and tell them I love them because they're all alone and sad. And he was like, yeah, I don't know. You have to watch it. Rick and Morty is a fucking go-to. Every episode of Rick and Morty is fucking bananas to me. It actually, in a strange kind of way, makes me feel like, oh man, I got more control of this reality than I want. Because like even the episode of the talking cat, like house cats have slitted pupils. So do lizards. That's fucking weird. What about these shape-shifting lizard people that I was hearing about? Like, what if that's what that was alluding to? It probably is mostly just a bunch of conspiracy shit. Like the dinosaurs come back and then this fucking asteroid comes and it's like, it's actually chasing you around. Like there's a group of people who seem to always fuck with God enough to get the whole fucking earth shit on. And I'm like, oh, and they're probably ancient, you know, like the ties. Like there's an episode where they go to another dimension and they're partying, and he sends Aberdolf Winkler off to get some Kalax. Kalax is a purple crystal-like substance, which is also what you'll get from Google if you ask them for the chemical composition of adrenochrome. So yeah, fucking woo. Rick and Morty goes hard. Dude, there's some emotional shit in there. In Rick and Morty, where they bury their own body, dude. Oh, yeah. Ayahuasca is that's a big one, man. That's a big one. I hear it every now and then, but I'm be honest. I think I already know what it is. I don't think I need to know anymore. Like I think I already know. Like I just don't think I need to know. It's weird to say that, but I just do. I think that I know what my reality is. I think I know who I am. I think I know what this is. And I think if I keep looking into it, I'm not going to be able to live here like this. You can't know bro, you know too much. Don't complete the fucking, don't let infinite touch itself. That's what my fucking counselor told my mom when I was a kid. Quit letting him touch himself, man. Jesus Christ, this kid. Yeah, my reality is me as well. I don't exactly know what that means. It's a weird place to be, honestly. It's hard to get back. See, here's the thing, man. It says, I promise you, you don't know. You wouldn't know if I know. And if you think you would know if I know that you don't know. And I don't know, like I couldn't tell you where or anything, but I can tell you that my reality responds to me in my head. Like when I put my mind to something, it happens. So like I know how it interacts with me, and based on that, I think I know how to describe it, but I know that I'm only using words that aren't fucking accurate. It's beyond words. But deep inside of me, I just go, I know what this is. I can't explain it. I can make attempts. There'll be failed attempts no matter what. Anytime you put a definition on it, it's a fucking waste of time. But like emotionally, I know what this is. And I think that's okay for people to feel that way. People should feel that way, actually. Quit being so damn uncertain. Don't be unwilling to change. Like you want to change. If some shit pops up and you go, oh, actually, now that I think about it, yes, no, change, evolve. That's great. That's what you want to do. But don't ever feel so like they're, again, let's go back to Rick and Morty. There's an episode where they time travel and they're so uncertain they start fucking creating timelines of uncertainty. And eventually you get lost in the chaos. So be grounded, be still, and know that you're God. But don't get all wrapped up on like, what does that mean? Does that mean fucking what? Who is God? Just fucking know you're in control of your own reality. And to what degree, it really doesn't matter, man. Stay inside. I think the big thing is as soon as you start trying to understand too much, now you're not present anymore. You're not even in the moment, so you're not even living. So whatever it is doesn't fucking matter. You're not having it. You're just staring at the fucking menu. You ain't even got the dish. Eat the food. Fucking Tina, eat your food. Dang. Yeah, I didn't really plan on jumping on. I just kind of got bored and was like, fuck it. I'm going to talk shit. Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I am God. But like, that doesn't mean what we think it means. Being a part of God is God. Like, okay, you're God, but you have to hold down the idea of the ego. You don't have full control. Okay, you're like God light. You're like God's finger. That's still God, though. That's still it. But yeah, no, I like what you're trying to get at there. I used to say I'm here on God's behalf. I think that's a pretty good way to look at it. I might not be God, but I'm here on his behalf, its behalf, her behalf, whatever it is. It's semantics, man. The ego is the only thing that if it were to believe itself to be God would be an issue. Imagine if the observer knows it's God. That's what the ego thinks it's God. That's a problem. That's a problem because then you just be shitty to people and get all fucked up. Like I find myself, dude, the mental anguish that I fucking deal with just batting around shit. One day, oh my God, I'm fucking Neo. The next day, oh my God, fucking, I don't want to even put pants on. What the fuck I want to be Neo for? Like, I still hold this idea of this life that I want within the parameters of the system that I don't want to be part of, like a fucking dummy. I'm about to be the next Tony Robbins. Bitch, I don't want to go out in front of all them people. I don't want to hear about people's fucking problems all the time. I want to make goofy little videos and fucking, that's what I get to spinning my fucking wheels and not knowing what to do a whole lot. And if I was the God, that wouldn't be an issue. But that is part of me, I guess. It's the part of me that's the same part of you. Yeah, dude, you don't know if I got any pants on right now, I could be just literally not even sitting in a chair. I'm just squatting over like fucking, I don't know, a fucking pot of boiling water for all you know. Just trying to boil these eggs. Yeah, the thing is, being God would be being nothing. God is the nothing, and we're the everything God is being currently. So like Eckhart Tolle would be a closer example of God than like a Neo character. We are all connected. We're the exact same person. The life force that animates your avatar is the same life force in me. It literally feels like the same thing. Okay, here, let's see if I'm right or not. You wake up in the morning and your mind is going. Raise your hands. That motherfucker is talking. You feel guilty when you win. Well, you know what? This is kind of weird because there are some people, like, we're getting into characteristics of the personality, because some people don't feel guilty when they win. And I think you probably should, though. Yeah. I still think everybody's the same person. I think every single person on this earth is the exact same person, because identity is an illusion. It is not real. It is of the mind, created by the mind, and by nothing else. So everything absent of the mind that you are, I am too. And the mind creates the body. Like in my understanding of reality, the body is a visual manifestation of the mind. So, I see people and I can live the experience that I'm watching them have. I can feel it, right? Almost like it's a memory. I have that actually more often now than I've ever had it. I'll see something happen and I'll feel the emotion, and I'll feel like I can feel the fucking wind on my face as I sit as them in their reality, because on that level, we're all the same thing. It's like everybody you encounter is a memory. You're encountering a memory of your past life or your future life. Future and past doesn't matter. Both fucking made up words. We can't comprehend it any other way. But basically that. We do become what we think about every day. Yeah. And the more you think about something, the higher the probability of you collapsing that potential into your reality. Yeah, I think that's yeah. God as the all-knowing, intelligent energy that dwells in everything that exists. I think that's perfect. I think it's mostly semantics. We're all saying the same thing. The truth is written in a million languages. But I think that's a really good description. I use that description actually when I ask people, when they say they don't believe in God, I say, what intelligence is responsible for reading the genetic code of a seed that is dry and lifeless? It's put in the ground, it's watered, it turns into a living thing. From death, from nothing, no life, to life, there is an intelligence there animating that code that you just requested from the system. Yeah, I don't remember past lives. But I think if everyone's the same person, then everyone's past life is the same thing. We're all the same person. I like the one that I'm on. I like this one. I like the one that I'm in now. I feel a weird connection to my father, though. My father's dead, but I definitely feel like I'm his reincarnation, which would make a lot of weird, that's confusing, but we exist outside of time and space, truly. So it could be. Or I mean, I guess technically it is. Not could be. It is. I am my father. But I am you, and I am the dog, and I am everything else too. It's weird. I feel it though. Love you too, brother. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because I feel the same about my mother. I guess that's just what it is, isn't it? If you knew more about me, you could probably tell me. Yeah, maybe. I wouldn't listen or believe it, though. No disrespect. I don't believe anybody in anything they say. I mean, I'll listen with interest, but I mean, maybe I would believe it, but it'd have to be something I already know to be true. It would have to feel that way. Like, I'm pretty tough. I'm pretty tough to get. People be like, this is true about you. And I'm like, that's true about everybody, bitch. Nice try. You really want to be a good person, but you feel like nobody will ever give you the time. Oh my God, I do feel that way. Yeah, everybody does. Thanks, Miss Cleo. not saying you're Miss Cleo, but I'm just saying that's how I look at most things. I do respect a lot of what people do, though. But the thing is, if you were to nail it, I would just see it as me bringing about that into my own reality. I wouldn't attribute it to you doing it. I would attribute it to me bringing it here. Because there's for sure a bunch of people who can say, people would tell me, like, can I give you a reading? Like, I'm in contact with Source. And I'm like, no. Because here's my thing. If you're in contact with Source, fix your own shit. What you over here fucking with me for? Okay. Source told me this about you. I'm like, oh, yeah? What'd they say my middle name was? Let's start there. What'd they say my middle name was? I think you got the wrong number. Yeah. Yeah, hi, this is Mark with Source. Yeah, we're calling about your life's extended warranty period. Yeah, it's about to run out. Yep. I'm going to need you to renew that. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. I think we just live in everybody's collective imagination. So why do bad people exist? Are you a bad person? And if you're not, how do you know they exist? Oh, okay. You know what? I said that way too quick. Bad people exist because they have to. Like in the world of duality and balance, for every good person, there's a bad one. Like it's a balanced system. Yeah. You wouldn't know happiness without sadness. There would be no good without bad. But on an independent level, it's literally just, I guess it could, they say, is it what is it, nature or nurture? Well, kind of both. We set weird moral things in place that nature don't agree with. And nurture definitely is a big part of it. People go through shit experiences. Like if you were born as me, there is a probability that you're doing this right now. Oh shit, I gotta do this stupid little puzzle piece. I don't know now. What is the point? To love and be happy? Yeah, that's it. Ain't nothing else to do. That's all there is to do. I mean, you ain't gonna be able to do it all the time, but you'll be able to do it. And the more that you're consciously aware that it's your decision to make, the less that the bullshit will sting. Yeah, it's a weird place to navigate. I'm envious of people who have like something they really want to do, because boy, I'd crush the fuck out of it. If I knew what like, if I wanted to be a musician or if I wanted to be whatever, if I had a goal in mind, I would crush it so fucking hard that the world would quake. Because it's real simple. It's real simple. Walk forward this very moment as if you are that thing, because whatever achievements you think you need to become that thing, you don't. You either fucking are it already or you're not it. And if you want to be it, then you are it. You just haven't proven it to the world yet, but that's okay. Just go do that. And don't ever think it's going to fail, because doubt is like a fart. Okay? If it shows up, it ain't too much longer, everything going to be shit. You can't. I want that on a t-shirt so bad. It's not pretend. If you're pretending, that's why it won't work. What do you mean pretend? Oh, you might be talking to somebody else. Maybe you're talking to me. If like you want to be a musician, be a musician. There ain't no pretending to that. You either fucking sing music and play music or you don't. Your level of accomplishment, as soon as you set those kind of parameters, you're fucked. So you just be it. You know, there are like, I don't know if it was Van Gogh or who it was, but I know that there are several very like world-renowned artists who weren't when they were alive at all. Motherfuckers died poor. They were never, by society standards, the thing that they knew they were. Like, they were musicians. They were artists. The world didn't agree. Now the world does. That's going to get me in trouble right there. Yeah. Every Sunday, I'm like, I don't want to do none of this shit no more. I don't know what it is. I think I need to I think I need to take a day, and I think I'm going to start doing this. I think on Sundays, I'm just going to straight put my phone on charge and fuck off and not even look at it. Don't even consider picking that motherfucker up, no matter what. Like, dog, it's crazy because even just getting off your phone and watching a fucking TV show makes you feel present. Like, you could do that. That's way better than this shit, though. Short form content is, oh my God, it's so terrible. It's so fucking bad for you. I think it's an issue, but I don't know what's going on in the chat. That's dope. You got a big whiteboard and you chart out your thoughts. That's dope. I thought about writing a book. I can't help but also kind of feel like there's this deadline, like things are looming, like, oh God, oh God, oh God. I fucking hate that. Even though I think it's going to be good, I think there's going to be a period where it's weird. And I'm like, oh no, no, no. But I'd like to write a book. I used to write when I was younger. I wrote all kinds of shit. I wrote a fucking book. My brother has it. It wasn't even a book, dude. It was like 10 pages I typed up, and it was entitled Penises and Shit. And it was just the stupidest shit I could possibly imagine. Talked about going over, and I wrote it as descriptive as I could. Like, I described it in such detail, and it was literally like I showed up at Wesley's house, and I don't remember how it was written exactly, but basically Wesley had a fucking basketball in his butthole for whatever reason, was walking around like a fucking hen trying to lay an egg. Just the dumbest, most nonsensical shit you could ever imagine, and I just thought it was funny. I love doing that. I want to start doing skits too. I think I would be really good at doing skits. I think I can act, actually, and I think I could do like a Caleb Francis is the person that comes to my mind, but just someone who does, both people. I think that would be dope, but I have to get over my fear of being embarrassed. Dude, my whole life has been I'm worried about being embarrassed about shit. I'm worried about people calling me a fraud too, because I feel that way, but I feel that way because I'm like, bitch, because I'm nobody. I'm not Mark. I'm not this thing. Anything that Mark is kind of fraudulent. I could do stand-up. I did stand-up. I've played many sold-out Funny Bones. But it's kind of hard now. It's kind of hard because I'm like, what's even funny any fucking more? I guess I could talk about this kind of shit. I seen one comedian making tours like that, rolling around doing spiritual jokes, but he also gets into politics and stuff. But I think that there was one joke I think is funny, and it would probably go over people's heads, but I do it all the time on here, whether it's in conversation or not. I say, statistically speaking, because the future doesn't exist and we're simply collapsing infinite potential into creation consciously based on probability, if I were to tell you that when you die at the pearly gates was me with my butthole spread open for you to lick it, there is a more than 0% chance that's going to happen now. I think that's fucking hilarious. And I don't even know how to put that into a joke, but it's actually just legit, bro. It's now probable because you've acknowledged the existence. You don't have to believe it's true. You just have to know it's a thing. Once you know it's a thing, if you think about it enough, it's going to show up. This is how the Simpsons predicted the future. They didn't predict nothing. They put that shit out to the public, and the public all collectively thought about it enough to make it happen, I guess. I just don't know about that either. I mean, I don't, bro, I could make this channel. I could make this TikTok take off. I know that I can. I don't fucking do half the shit I would. There's so much shit that I think about all day. I could churn out videos nonstop, just absolute supreme, like fucking, I could turn out really good content. I could become whatever I want in this world. And I just don't know that I want it, man. There ain't a lot of peace with that. You don't get a lot of peace, man. You get a lot of motherfuckers always looking for the attention that you like. I enjoy myself. I love myself. I love my wife. I want to just hang out with her all the time. I never want to work. I want to just travel around the country looking at things that are beautiful and then bending my wife over a rock somewhere. I know that's fucked up. I'm like, damn, look at that Grand Canyon. Did you drop something? Yeah, I don't know what to do. So I just do whatever I feel like doing, I guess. What up? That's all that I do. It'll work itself out. I get afraid sometimes. I think about deleting this fucking TikTok all the time, man. I'm like, you know what? Actually, let's go ahead and delete that account. Yeah, fuck that. No. Because I get some messages that fuck with me a little bit. So I just don't know if this is what I want or not. I know it is right this minute, and that's all that really matters. Fuck what it's going to be going that way. I don't know. This is where I want to be right this second. Although, if I'm being completely honest, what time is it? It's 5:11. I'm probably going to jump off of here. I'm probably going to go see what my wife's doing. Yo, I fucking went to the grocery this morning. I'm so excited about the way I'm going to start eating now. I made this fucking banana. So I found this recipe on TikTok. So I took 2 bananas, 2 eggs, like a half a cup of peanut butter, and I think that's it. I know I put a little vanilla extract in there and a little bit of cinnamon. Put that bitch to the food processor. Made pancakes. Fire. Drizzle a little honey on there if you want. It's just straight, just real food. Just none of that fake food shit. No fake food. Zero fake food. No preservatives. None of that. None of your citric acid. Fuck out my face. Natural flavors. Yeah, dude, fuck you. I'm excited about that. So, yeah. I don't remember why I even started talking about that, but I'm fucking pumped. I made one of those earlier. But I think I'm going to go get the wife, and I think we're going to play video games. She likes playing Marvel Rivals. I like playing Marvel Rivals. I do feel like I wasted my day sitting on my fucking fat ass. But tomorrow I'm going to start a gym regiment. Like I'm just going to work on me. That's all I'm going to do and keep making videos. And then I fucking know it's going to happen. That's the worst part. Because can you imagine? I'm 300 pounds. 300 pounds. Look at this. Look at it right here. Okay. But if I ain't that no more, people are going to be like, damn, how'd he do that? And then I'm going to tell them. And then I'm gonna be like, damn. And then I'm going to get a lot more people watching. And then like, whatever. Worried about the future is a waste of time. Doesn't exist. Yeah. Man, I went from 400 pounds to 265 in 4 months after my divorce. It's so weird. I want to say my first divorce, but like there ain't going to be a second one. So, and I just ate real food, man. I just ate real food. That was it. I ain't do nothing special. Wasn't no keto. Wasn't no fucking only potatoes or just straight up real food. Fire. Everybody is perfectly beautiful the way they are right this moment. That's facts. But, you know, it's kind of like people ask, like, what's the point of being here? And I think part of it is the experience, but also, like, I don't know, to grow. If you're experiencing life, maybe you just want to experience it skinny, you know? Maybe you want to experience it differently. And then you've got the character, you've got the avatar to do it, you've got the means, make it happen. Maybe that's just all it is. Focus inward, know yourself, have a good time. I bet they probably said that shit on the way in, and then the doctor grabbed us and spanked it out of us. Like, hey, get him quick, man. He'll fucking remember what they said. We don't want him to remember what he said. Yeah, I made some oil of oregano myself. But I've got some of that. I got like some pills up there, but I don't really fuck with none of that stuff. My sugar cravings will go away after about 2 days. And then it's just like I drink water and coffee. If I quit drinking the coffee and I drink more water, eventually I wouldn't want anything else but water. It's weird. Like I'll drink fucking pop and energy drinks, and then I'm like, ugh, water. Then I drink water for like a week and a half, and then I'm like, ugh, that pop shit is disgusting. Yeah, self-mastery. All right, well, yo, it's been cool. Been on for an hour 15. Time to smoke down and play Rivals. Shit on people. I don't know, obviously, the idea that anybody in here would also have Marvel Rivals, but if anybody does play, bro, hit me up, dog. We'll team up and go shit on people. Gray Space is going live in a few. If you haven't checked him out, you should. Especially if you want to become a fucking Jedi, okay? My guy has got some pretty cool shit going on over with what he's doing right now. I would check it out if you have it. But everybody, thanks for being in here. Love y'all. Till next time.